So I'll go ahead and get into it. So in November, the School of Communication and Media, we broadcasted a live, completely student-run event on all of our media platforms to cover the governor's election. And it was fun, it was an experience, and it was also a mess, but like we planned for that. We planned for that. One of my biggest takeaways from that was that as student media, we're much more powerful when we come together. And the reason I say that is because prior to us having this building, we weren't always all together, all of our student media. So I represent WMSC, which is the student radio here. And we were over in Schmidt Hall. And we also collaborated with the Montclarian, who is a student newspaper here. They were in the Student Center, Center for Cooperative Media, where on... They were like way over on the other side of Schmidt. Yeah, they were like in a different building. And what this building did was it put us all in the same place. So in prepping for election night, we decided to have weekly meetings, and that's where we did a lot of the production here, and it was really time consuming, but the good part of it was that it put all of us students in the same place to sort of plan and put this thing together.
Yeah, so the project basically consisted of, we had 26 different journalists and media professionals that represented 22 different organizations across New Jersey that ranged from small, hyper-local, mom-and-pop shop news organizations that cover their community at a very local, hyper-local basis, all the way up to NJ Spotlight, of course, one of our premier partners who's super active. And they created a live election results map, which we had our students and media professionals. We had students from NGIT, we had students from Montclair, I think we had some from NJCU even stop by. And they would call up the county clerks, just bother the hell out of the county clerks until we got the live election numbers. And yeah, it was amazing. Some of them we had around the state, WMSC, and some of the media campus media properties on at Montclair sent field reporters out and tried desperately to make sure that the connections worked for the live stream, because it ended up being a more than 2-hour live broadcast. And yeah, Lataya was you were on the radio, right? You were doing the...
Well, I wasn't.
You were doing the coverage.
Yeah, I wasn't on the radio, so I ended up being... My usual place in the radio is that I host and I'll produce some shows. So this was mainly TV oriented, and I was one of the executive producers for it, which really gave me a background of what really goes into producing the show. And a lot of us were doing this for the first time. Out of the 3 producers, one was from the Montclarian, which is print. We're working in TV. Another one was just a journalism student, and me coming from radio. So what the experience did was it really just showed us how to really run this thing, and we really relied on people like Joe to help us with this map of what's going on. That was really something that we fell back on.
So, like Lataya mentioned, the planning process at the beginning was incredibly chaotic, because not only did we have this going on at the same time, we had our voting block project, which you've heard a little bit about so far, and there are reports about how crazy that project was. And so within that project, we also collaborated with student campus media here at Wired Jersey, WMSC, Carpe Diem, the Montclarian, as well as the Montclair State Broadcast and Media Operations, the wonderful folks who are running the live stream today. And to try to try to collaborate and figure out how we can do this on election day, get everybody here at the same time, assign everybody the roles, get a run of show ready to go, and at the same time also have people reporting and doing actual journalism in the newsroom. It was insane, and it was incredibly fun. I sweat more than I did today. I'm actually wearing the same shirt today that I did not plan, that I think you can see in one of these pictures. Yes. Yes, it's not the best, most flattering angle, but it's a good, trusty shirt. It's my event shirt. So, yeah, it was just a great experience, and I think one of the key takeaways was just, you have to reduce friction as much as possible. My job was to basically make sure that when people showed up and they had a place to go, they knew what to do, and the students who were participating had a sense of an infrastructure that was in place, so that they knew when they showed up to their station. They knew that the script was already ready to go. They knew that the partners were there, ready to be interviewed. They knew that the map was working, coordinating with Colleen O'Day, who is a brilliant data journalist at NJ Spotlight and has a lot of patience with everything that we were doing. And so it was a great experience. We didn't know that NJ.com was going to call it 3 minutes after the polls closed. So we started our 2-hour broadcast, and 3 minutes into it, NJ.com calls it for Murphy. So we made sure we got it right, though. We did the due diligence. And I think the AP, don't quote me on this, I think, but I'm pretty sure the AP got one of the counties wrong that we had actually gotten right. So we'll hold that claim to fame, and we'll be submitting for the O&A collaboration as well, because we did win a 2014 SPJ Excellence in Journalism Award for a similar thing. So thank you.
Thank you.